Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live watch along today, people. England against Poland, Euro qualifier over in Poland. A difficult game for England, really, and be an interesting watch. You know what? I don't often stream England games, particularly not qualifiers, as you know. They can be a bit drab at times, but this is a decent game, to be fair. I think it will be a challenge. Lewandowski and all the, the usual suspects for Poland. So big up to everyone for tuning in. Omar said, big up Curtis. It's a shame I have no power to watch the game. I hope everything's well, bro. Jason says, big up Curtis. Hamza, big up. Hope you're well. Yellow card for sure for being late. Hey, apologies, man. A few minutes late. My son had football training, and by the time I got in, man, I didn't have much time before we got started. Lionel, big up, bro. Long time I ain't seen you in the chat, man. Abita, hope you're well. What else it's saying? Must be try. Hit the like button when you join. Yeah, you know the drill, people. Smash that like button. Smash the living daylights out of it. Yes, Lionel. Boom, boom, boom. The stars. Nah, man, you're the stars of the show, people. You are the stars. Yeah, rest in peace, Michael Williams, man. Yeah. The Wire actor. I've seen him in a number of films as well. Big up Marco. No messing with Cruz, people. You know what I'm saying? You have to do the priorities, man. Father's duties. Man, like Curtis. Big up Cassim. Big up Prince Teddy. I'm good, man. Hope you're well. Yeah, this is the calm me. This ain't the Arsenal where I'm losing my head. This is just a calm version, you know? Come on, Poland, my nation. Yo, Omar's always trolling England, isn't it? Man always wants England to lose. Big up Samuel. Hope you're well. Big up my bro, Big C. Been a while, my guy. Where you been? I'm assuming it's the time difference. Some of you can't tune in when I stream, in the early afternoon in England. It's 2 a.m. in Malaysia. Asmodeus. Big up South London's finest as well. Big up Mob Squad. Let me show you the teams. The players are coming on the pitch, actually, and then you can give me your predictions for the game. Lionel said, I rewatch every single stream, Kurt. I stay in the USA, and big up, man. I appreciate that. Scenes FC back on Saturday. You know that, man. I'll be going mad on Saturday against Norwich for Arsenal. So this is the calm one. Let's have a look at the teams. This is the Poland team. I mean, listen, I can't give you an expert opinion on all of these guys. Some of them I don't know. Szczesny in goal, obviously, we do know him very well from his Arsenal days. I mean, these names, I'm about to butcher some names. Davido Wick, Glick. I do know Glick. I think he used to play for, is he at Monaco? I remember packing him on FIFA. Bednarek, Pushak, Jozwiak, Linetti, Krychowiak. I think we were linked with that Krychowiak guy at one stage. Moda, Bukska, and Lewandowski. I mean, anyone who knows Polish, I've probably just butchered them names to bits. Yeah, apologies. I ain't got a clue how you pronounce these, but I tried. And then on the bench, I mean, are we even going to go for the bench? Reza Wawi, Skorupski, Dragovski, Patovski, Kedziora, Helik, Ziderski, Rybus, Simansky, Zalewski, Kaminsky, Slits, and Frankowski. Man, they love an Ofsky, don't they? I tell you. Nah, man, I've probably annihilated their team. Better than Don Robbie. Oh, I can't imagine him. He wouldn't be able to get through half of them names. Yeah, I've butchered them names, man. I said, you have to spell W as V, my G. All right, so... Okay, Krikowiak. Yeah, there we go. Jozwiak. Okay, I'm with you. Lewandowski. Yeah, I get you. I'm a bit... That helps. Kurtsky, man. Ofsky, yeah, man. Podolski. I think Podolski's actually... I think he's actually born in Poland, to be honest. Poland got more skis than Edu, I'm telling you. Lewandowski hat-trick. Arteta ski. Let's go. Let's see the England team. Raheem Sterling there. And the England team, Jordan Pickford in goal. Kyle Walker at right back with Luke Shaw at left back. Declan Rice in midfield. In fact, Maguire and Stones at centre-back. Then it's Rice and Phillips in midfield. Mount in the 10. Grealish on the left. Sterling on the right. Kane up front. I feel like now this is probably Gareth Southgate's, in his mind, I think this is his strongest team. I think this is the team that, if everyone's fit and available, this is the team he will pick. Whether we agree with that or not is a different story. But yeah, I think this is his favourite team to play. Curtiso Shorsky, I'm telling you, man. England win 4-0. That's it. You're Polish now. Anyone from Poznan, Poland in the chat. Hey, at least you helped me with the pronunciations. That stadium looks nice, man. Apparently it's a sellout, 55,000. So it'll be a good atmosphere. You think Jude will go to Liverpool? See, my issue with Liverpool is always, will they pay the money? Liverpool, under this ownership, seem to be very careful and cautious with money. The only time you've really seen them spend is when they had a load of money when Coutinho left. So, there are rumours that Jude Bellingham being linked with Liverpool for next summer for £80 million. Now, if they want 80 million for him now, if he has a big season for Dortmund, maybe that price goes up. So if I was Liverpool, I'd definitely look at it. Henderson's in his 30s. I think Thiago is 30. Milner's in his mid-30s. They could do with another midfielder. Wijnaldum left. I think Bellingham's an exceptional young talent. Why 2 CDMs? It's Southgate, man. Was a defender himself. He is on the side of caution. So you continually see Phillips and Rice. I genuinely don't believe that you need to play both of them. I think maybe if you're playing a superior team, no disrespect to Poland, but I think if you're playing France or somebody like that, I can understand it. But does he really need to do that against Poland? I don't know. Maybe I'm not giving Poland enough credit. Southsky, yeah, man. He loves Mason Mount. Mason Mount's one of them players that when you was a kid, I mean, I don't know about everyone. Me, I was that kid. I was getting off public transport. I was turning up late. My boots was in a carrier bag. It wasn't pretty. The boots might have been dirty as well. You saw them kids. They used to get off out of their nice Mercedes with their dad, and their boots were brand new and clean. Mason Mount is one of them kids. You can just see it already in it. Beer skis, man. I'm telling you, beer skis. More skis than the Alps, mate. I'm telling you, them man there. Hey, big up Broads in the chat. Curtis Shorsky, Svorsky. Big up Broads, man. Big up Broadsky, man. This is his first 11, 100%. Southgate loves that 11. No Saka? Nah, he is. I think now Grealish has gone to Man City. You will see him in this team now. When he was at Villa, he didn't want to pick him. Now he's at Man City. He'll throw him in there. But yeah, Jude to Liverpool would make a lot of sense. 100%. I think Klopp would really get a lot out of Jude Bellingham. I think Bellingham's an exceptional player. I really do. Macy in the 11. Mason Mount's one of them players. I do rate him. But I don't know. Sometimes I watch him in some of these England games. I think he's more of a workhorse, where when you watch him for Chelsea, he seems a lot more productive in attack. Broad said, Poland are not quite Gibraltar, though, are they? No, not quite, man, after the Gibraltar talk today with Odegaard. Michane said, I'm happy there is no Saka. Let the boy rest. Listen, get your mind on Norwich, mate. That's the only game I want him to be thinking about. Big C, Kolva. Only Polish I know, bro. Hey, it's more than I know. People teach me, man. Give me your predictions, people. You've seen the teams. I have butchered the Polish team. I got most of them wrong. I know... What's that guy? There's a couple of players who I know for Poland. One of them plays for Napoli in midfield. Forget his name. Is it Zielinski? He's a very good player. For me, Mason doesn't make much happen. Not for England. Does for Chelsea. I do like Mason Mount, but in an England shirt doesn't seem quite the same. Give me a score predictions. And we're underway. Jeez, what's going on here? I need the time. There we go. Timer's off. Omar's saying 1-2. 0-0. Be excited. I hope not. I want to see goals. 1-1 said Brett. Sammy said 2-1. Lewandowski. 2-1 to England. You know what's mad? Some people were calling Poland Lewandowski FC, as if to say they've got no other players. I'm sure they must have a few other players. Big up Cormac. Curtis House Tricks 3-1 England. Hope you're well, bro. Thank you for tuning in. It's funny because when you do streams at different times of the day, you see different names, obviously, with the time difference. People saying there was booing. Anybody that's watching the game, is that right? Were they booing the national anthem, or were they booing the players taking the knee? What were they actually booing? No, I'm not wearing an England top, bro. Well, I got to be honest. I've never bought an England shirt in my whole life. Never. I was given one when I was younger, but I've never bought one ever. No, I just don't. But yeah, people, were they booing the national anthem, or was it the players taking the knee, or was it both? Saka is on the bench, booing the anthem and loud boos for the knee. See, man, it's horrible, man. You go to certain countries, man, and I don't get it. Like, what are they saying then? You don't want equality? I don't know. I don't want to get too political because I'll go into a different mind state, but I just don't understand it. I really don't get it, but it's a sad state of affairs. Booing the knee and booing the national anthem. I bought an England shirt at Goodwill for $2. Jeez. Scarrett, said, your late stream suit me better, bro. Night shift worker, my guy. Listen, like I said, bro, I'm going to start adding some evening streams as well. I won't take away the 2 p.m. streams, but we're going to add some more because I want the channel to be accessible to everyone. And I know that streaming at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon UK time takes a lot of people out of the ability to watch it live. You may be at work and have other commitments, or different parts of the world. You may not even be up because of the time difference. So I will definitely do some evening streams as well. Richard said, big up Big C. Unfortunately, there's a ton of small-minded people. It's very sad. I hate to tarnish any country, but when you go to certain parts of the world, unfortunately, you're not surprised when it happens. You're not surprised when it happens, man. Yes, big up, Sid. Where you been, bro? Broad said, racism is ignorance. They don't even understand what they're doing either. A lot of them don't. They clapped the national anthem but whistled the knee taking. 5-0 coming, Sterling masterclass. No, listen, Pavel, I'll never just say a whole country. I'll never stereotype anybody for a group of people. There's good and bad in every community, in every country. It's as simple as that. I'll never tarnish a whole nation. But unfortunately, you have a mindset that when you go to certain countries, you kind of expect it to happen. And that's sad. It is sad, but you know how it goes, man. Yes, Anthony, big up, bro. Poland on the attack, shot blocked. A lot of the time, I'm not going to know what player it is, to be honest. Sterling going to activate on these youths. It's funny. He usually starts to, really turn the heat up when these kind of things happen. Ian said, thoughts on Memphis, Big C. 40 goal and assists in 38 games, not talked about enough. I think he's a quality player. Mentioned him today in the stream. I said many times I wanted Arsenal to go for him, but of course, once Barcelona came in, Ronald Koeman being Dutch as well, we were never going to get him, but I would have loved to have got him. Stepped his game up a lot, matured since he left Man United. Brian said, Watchalong at night, just what I wanted. Big up Curtis following from Nairobi. Big up from Kenya, bro. And like I said, it's nice to see different people in the chat. Conte is coming in January. Oh, we need him before. Lionel says you should do a show called Curtain Cruise. Keep the fam involved. I'm telling you, he's on his way soon, man. I'm telling you, he's on his way soon. He's on TikTok. He's doing decent on there. Hit 1,000 on there. 2 p.m. therapy time, no compromise. No, we have to stick by that. We can't move from that. But we'll add to that, It's not the country, it's a minority. Yeah, listen, as I said, I'll never tarnish a whole country with the actions of some people. You get good and bad in every country, unfortunately. To Run Jacob said, just finished watching the earlier stream and now live with this. We move, man, we move. You know, we have to, corner to Poland there, 5 minutes gone. They've looked quite lively from the start. Geez, greatness is in the blood. Come on, bro. South African Gooner said, big up Curtis, glad I'm catching you live. Voted, hope you win. Hey, I appreciate that. Like I said, people, anyone who hasn't, it's in the description. So, go and get voting. The votes finish on Sunday, so we need that trophy. Poland corner whipped in, hook back in. England clear it, and I don't know what that was. Was that shot? He goes out for a throw into England. Loads of Polish people in England. Yeah, loads, man. And lots of good people in all communities. Gnabry 1-0 to Germany. Much love to Poznan. Really enjoy my stay there. Beautiful city. Yeah, man. I haven't been there. Keep the likes running up, people. Big up Teddy in here. Sterling always scores in these toxic environments. Yeah, man. Lionel said, I got all my friends and fam voting for you, Kurt. Appreciate that, man. Really appreciate that. Omar said, low battery. Going to see you tomorrow. No problem, bro. Do what you got to do. Appreciate you tuning in. Just smash that like on the way out. Broad said, make sure you vote, guys. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Come on, Kojo Funds boy. I swear, Broads is elite in the comments, you know. Curtis, who is the better finisher, Lewandowski or Kane? Lewandowski for me. I think he's, I don't know, he's a bit silkier than Kane. He's got a little trick in him, a little step over. I think Kane's a bit more, I don't know. Kane's a great finisher. Don't get me wrong. He's an elite finisher. I would probably say Lewandowski is the best out-and-out striker in the world. If you're talking straight through the middle, number 9. I'm not talking Mbappe, Neymar, Ronaldo, Messi. I'm just talking straight number 9 through the middle. I'd say Lewandowski is the best in the world, to be honest. I think he's unreal. I wish he'd have come to the Prem at some stage. Am I looking forward to the Norwich game? I mean, I am and I'm not. I'm looking forward to it because I think England, I think Arsenal will win. But it's also that nervous feeling that, listen, if we can't beat these, man, what are we actually going to do? Dave said, watching this at 3 a.m. Big up C, love from Malaysia. Appreciate that support, man. Really appreciate it. England on the attack. Calvin Phillips has been booked, by the way. I missed that. Declan Rice wins a corner. What? He's give a goal kick. What's that all about? Crazy. That looked like a corner there. Have I got it wrong? Declan Rice tries to cross it in. No, to be fair, it's a good tackle. It is a goal kick. Machine said Lewandowski is ice cold in front of goal. Yeah, I think he's... Wow, Lewandowski and John Stones was having a proper battle there off the ball as well. I'm going to try and get the Wenger stream on Friday, people. Bear with me. I'm trying to make it happen. I want to stick by my word. I'm trying to get people on. But yeah, I'm aiming for Friday. Could be 2 streams on Friday. I said, big up Curtis, going to use my mum's phone to vote for you, bro. Hey, that's commitment, man. Anything you've got, man, your iPad, your phone, your laptop, get them in, people. It's all appreciated. Patting the likes, man, then. Big up Curtis, big up the chat. Big up James, hope you're well. Yes, Majestic T. There he is. Big up, bro. San said, not an Arsenal fan, but I feel for you guys at the moment. And as for Arteta, remember Sir Alex also struggled. Oh, no, don't do that. I hear you, but let's not do that. Listen, like, Sir Alex is he's up there as probably the best manager in Premier League history. I don't believe Arteta's getting anywhere near that level ever. So I hear what you're saying, but at the same time, respectfully, I'm going to have to dismiss it. But I appreciate what you're saying. Patience is a virtue, but with Arteta, I think we need more than patience. You know, he's creating patience on the football pitch. Casualties all over the place. England getting caught on the ball here. They're getting pressed. Yeah, no, I know. I'm telling you, man. We can't compare him to Sir Alex. We just can't. On Basmati Rice, fraud watch heavily linked with him. Yeah, I'm hearing United ready to pay like 75 million for him. I've never seen the fascination with him. He's a passion merchant for me. Runs around, tackles people, works hard. But Man United, 75 million, Declan Rice, nah, not for me. Not for me. I've said many times he's a more mobile Eric Dyer, in my opinion. I just never seen the fascination with Declan Rice. Curtis to have more trophies than Harry Kane. Come on, bro. Kane is good, but Lara is an artillery man. Next level. Next level. But yeah, you know me, people. I'm always respectful of the comments, but I'm just not about to start comparing, Mikel Arteta with Sir Alex Ferguson. I just think that's a step too far. Getting my goat in Jamaica to vote for yeah, real countryman business, you know. That man there was climbing trees for coconuts and everything. I remember one time, yeah, I was in Dominica when I went over there to play football. No word of a lie. And I've come in, we finished training, and I was staying in this guest house. And the chef, he goes, "Oh, dinner will be ready in an hour." And I said, "Yeah, man, what are we having?" He said, "Oh, we're having some steamed fish." I said, "Cool." 5 minutes later, this guy's goes walking out the house with a big net on his back, and he had all these little tools in a bag. So I said, "Bro, where you going, man?" He said, "Dinner in about an hour." He said, "Oh, I'm going to the river to go and catch some fish for dinner." I said, "What?" The man went back about 20 minutes later. He came back with a little bag, this fish all wobbling about the thing. About 40 minutes later, man said, man, come to the room, said, call me, said, "Yo, dinner's ready, bro." The fish was there on the plate. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know whether to ring RSPCA. Do I eat? I'm hungry. You know, you don't mind when the fish has been prepared and you ain't seen nothing. This guy went out half an hour ago. It was like Finding Nemo. You know what I'm saying? That fish was floating around half an hour ago. You've just steamed it up, seasoned it up, and served it to me, bruv. I was like, yo. I mean, I felt guilty. I got to be honest. I felt guilty, people. Tasted nice, though. I got to be honest. Man seasoned it up, you know what I mean? Yo, a little piece of dumpling, some sweet potato. Went down nice, man. I felt bad, though. I just looked here and I thought, yo, man, I could be someone's pet. But yeah, you got to do what you got to do, man. I had a tough training session. I got to eat. Well, it was staring at me at the start. I got to be honest. But yeah, gotta do what you gotta do, man. It's survival out here. But I felt a little bit guilty. I gotta be honest. But anyway, back to the football. Nimoski. Yo, man, it was madness. Yo, them fresh catch of the days, man. From there, I said, yo, I ain't eating no fish fingers, no battered, fish that they get from the supermarket. I said I need fresh. But you don't want to be catching fish out of these rivers, the River Thames, mate. There'll be some different kind of fish. But yeah, that catch of the day was serious. England are struggling to get up the pitch. Poland dominating the ball. I can't tell you who half these players are. Apologies, although is Lewandowski. He's got players on the overlap. Walker, ball crossed in. Pickford takes it. Look, yeah, man can't be dealing with them frozen fish from Asda. You don't want to eat that. Man said fresh shore Curtis. River Thames fish will chef you. Samuel, yo. You don't want to eat no fish out the Thames, man. In the Thames, there's carrier bags, there's trolleys that have been dashed in there. There's all sorts in the Thames, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't eat no fish out of there. Big up, Big C. What you think to getting a studio set up similar to Hugh Wizzy? Listen, do you know what? I've seen his setup and I have been looking at it because, I want to, it's a corner to England. I want to continue to improve the channel and do something different. But yeah, I'm not sure. It's about space in it as well. Have you got the space to do that? I am planning on getting some work done with Wizzy soon. He messaged me. We've said we're going to get something done. So that collab will come sooner rather than later. I think we'll maybe try and do something the next international break. Corner to England. 15 minutes gone. They haven't had many opportunities. Luke Shaw to take it. Why would Luke Shaw take the corner? Surely Mason Mount. I hate away swinging corners as well. If I was a manager, I would never have away swinging corners. Luke Shaw whips it in. Mason Mount shots blocked. They appeal for handball, England. And Poland are away as well. England are not playing great. River Thames Fish has a Boris Johnson trim. Here come England. Kane, crossing position. Poor cross. Headed away. Wenger stream timings. It will probably be... I'll try and get the 2 p.m. stream done. And then maybe we'll do one after like 4, 5 p.m., something like that. We need to get that one proper. Man said jollof. Hey, man, jolloff's nice. I have tried it a few times. But, you know, true, I'm a Caribbean man of origin. I always have to favour rice and peas and that, you know what I'm saying? But I do like jollof. Big C, do you rate Southgate? Do you know what? He's done all right. You can't knock him. He reached a World Cup semi-final and a Euros final. But I still think he should have done better. I feel like he should have won. He should have won one of those two tournaments. Considering the run that England had in those two tournaments, he'll never get a better opportunity. So I wouldn't want him at club level. You know, if Arsenal could get Gareth Southgate, I would not want him. So I suppose I don't really rate him. I think he's built a good atmosphere. His man management skills seem quite good. But yeah, I'm not convinced about him as a manager. He's very defensive. Football is on and guys talking about food. It tells you a lot about the game. You know, on these relaxed streams, man, we veer off. We talk about hip-hop, crypto, all sorts goes off. Poland are playing well. They're the better team right now, to be honest. I've been there, Kurt. I'm from Mexico. Hey, big up Lionel, man. Your man's been traveling. Man said mutated fish in the Thames. Yeah, them fish there, man. You don't want to go near them. Edu makes a mean fish on the barbecue. All about the crab soup in Dominica. Yeah, I never had that. A lot of people mentioned that. People said not to get the green screen. Now we're here. Yeah, progression, man. Poland ball whipped in. Oh, I think Maguire, did he get a touch on that? If he did, it's good defending. Poland look dangerous. They look dangerous. Clock and fridge setup. Yeah, the good old days, man, with the background. You know, it was different. Caval said, big up from Poland. Big up, bro. Appreciate you tuning in. England on the counter-attack here. Kyle Walker on the overlap. Grealish is free at the back post. Probably should have crossed it. Harry Kane, edge of the box. First touch didn't help him. Great ball out wide there to Grealish inside the penalty area. Squares up the defender. Mason Mount, awful shot. Puts it over the bar. Man said mudfish in the Thames, you know. Thomas, the Thames fish have legs. Oh, dear. Heaven Angel, no, Curtis, stick to the current setup. We love original, Curtis. Be yourself. Yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? I love salmon. I got to be honest, man. That is one of my favorite fish because it's just easy to make. Do you know what I mean? Season it up a little bit. Have some rice and broccoli with it. Bang. Great football meal as well before a game. Lots of energy. You know, yeah, I love salmon. Boneless as well. Easy to eat. Verdich, where you been, man? Big up, Curtis. Miss your last 2-day streams. College has started. Hey, you got to focus on what you do, man. No worries. But yeah, good to have you in here. Broad said home advantage, majority crowd in a sold-out Wembley, post-COVID vibes, summertime, a decent England team versus a weakened Italy. I don't see all that happening again. England should have won. People were saying it was fixed. That's how much it fell into their lap. Like, you will never see a better opportunity than that, you know? Like you said, no away fans. It feels like a home game. The vibes were crazy. Got a lot of young players who were really playing well, and it just didn't happen. I can't see England going to Qatar, where it's going to be upwards of 25 degrees even in winter, and winning a tournament in that kind of heat. I just don't see it. I think the heat will affect the England team because England players are not used to playing in those kind of temperatures. We don't play football in the summer, really. We have the break in the summer. Taz said a bit of haddock. You like your haddock, yeah? Would you take Emery back? I wouldn't. I think he's better than Arteta for certain, but I wouldn't take him back. I think we have to move on. Lewandowski looked up to Curtis when he was a kid. Yeah, listen, I don't blame him. You know, I could teach him a thing or two. Kruger said, I've been in Dominica, one nice country. Once nice country. Everybody was saying excellent. They call it the nature island. It's very unspoiled and natural, and you know there ain't like obviously going to Jamaica now. There's a lot of big hotels, big buildings. It's a lot more built up. Where Dominica is very like original. So it's a lot different from my previous Caribbean visits. Here come England. Sterling on the right-hand side. Skips him. Too quick for him. Stands it up back post. Kane. Oh, tried to head it back across goal. Didn't get it on target. Big up Alan from Galveston, Texas. Hope you're well, bro. Gunnar Vettel said, I fish fresh salmon here in Norway, Curtis. Best in the world. Hey, I mean, I might need you to send me a boxer then, bro. Lewandowski's down on the floor, injured. That'll be a real worry for Poland if he comes off. Yeah, I love salmon, man. Could do with some fresh salmon. PG said, love this channel. Only you could talk about fish and a barbecue during a match. Hey, man, yo, we go, we go for everything, especially if it was Arsenal. I'd be going so crazy about Arsenal. We'd never have an opportunity. But during these laid-back streams, we can talk, man. Anything you need. Big C, when's the next member stream? I think we did one this week. I said I would do one every 2 or 3 weeks, but because we got so many new members, I might do one next week as well and adjust the time slightly as well. A lot of people said they couldn't make it the early stream. So, yeah, I'll definitely potentially do another one next week, people. Ken said, them little stories you give during these streams make me sure that you'd have a fire podcast if you ever tried it, Curtis. I would also love to see you commentating. I see these things are things that I'm looking into now. I'm thinking, now COVID restrictions are eased up. Maybe I can hire a studio and potentially do a podcast. We're going to look at it, definitely. We're going to expand, man, definitely. It'll be bigger and better things to come. I promise you that, people. Big C, would you do any work with Lee Gunner or Terry from the Football Terrace? I've worked with Terry before. I've been on his channel, I think, twice. Lee Gunner, no, I've never worked with him. I think I met him once or twice at the Emirates, but we've never really had a conversation, to be honest. Who do you think is favourites to win the World Cup? Interesting, because even though Italy won the Euros, I'm still not sure if they're the best team in the world. And because of the heat as well, I still think France are the best team in Europe, but they didn't perform. You've got to fancy Italy. The South American teams, maybe can Messi finally get a World Cup? France, Belgium just seem to not make it happen ever. So I would still say France are the favourites, but you just don't know, do you, with the French? They kind of bottled it during the Euros. Dropping a like, head into the hybrid squad. Yeah, no problem, boy 10. Appreciate it. Big up Kevin, them over there, and Sophie. Sidn't said Lee Gunner praises you. Hey, man, appreciate it. Bro, you could be the Joe Budden of football podcast. Bro, listen, I see it because I watch a lot of hip-hop podcasts as well. And I'm football ones. And I think, you know what? I'd love to build something here, but it all takes time. It's money. But it's something I'm definitely looking to do. Because honestly, I've got stories for days, people. Honestly, I'm not just saying, I got stories for days about football and loads of other things. You could do a one-off podcast episode, to be honest. Yeah, I think I'd be able to get a studio to use. So it's just a case of getting some guests on, hosting it, getting some people on. So it's all trial and error, people. I'll probably try it and see if it works. George said, Curtis, I always listen to you when I'm out and about. It'd be great if you uploaded on Spotify. Again, yeah, something that I'm going to start doing. I'm definitely gonna start putting content on Spotify and do a proper podcast on there and stuff like that. CR7 will never stop. Yeah, he'll be at the World Cup, no doubt. I don't know if he'll win it. I'm not sure if Portugal have got the minerals at the moment to win that, although they've got some good players. Germany, for me, Flick is lethal. France, when they're kicking on. Tupac or Jay-Z? Tupac for me. Tupac for me all day long. Tales from the Kurt. I'm telling you, man, why not? Why not, people? And I've got some people in the industry and friends that I think would come on and we could get some good stories on, man. Stories for days, people. If Messi wins the World Cup, I don't know how you can argue who is the GOAT. Yeah, I mean, listen, if he wins the World Cup, then he would have he would listen, even if he doesn't, he would have um he's got an argument, you know. You like Drink Champs? Yeah, I watched it loads of times. Noriega, man. I like that whole setup as well. It's very laid back. It's you know, I know they're drinking and all sorts on there, but I like that whole setup. It's very laid back, and that's what I mean. You need a team to create that. But yeah, definitely those kind of hip hop podcasts. I would love to create something like that in football. So yeah, don't worry, people. We're not here to just take part. I'm not, you know, like I said the other day, I don't turn up to be that guy in lane 8 who's got no chance of beating Usain Bolt. I want to win. So all of these things are in my head, people. I'm always forward thinking. But listen, I appreciate all the suggestions because it's nice to know what you guys would like to see as well. Please do one about politics in football, Curtis. Would be very interesting. Oh my days. Honestly, it is the most political game you could ever be involved in. Football. Honestly, you just it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Get on that Eck platform. Yeah, man. Eck. Where's he at? Yo, that Glick and Grealish having a massive I probably haven't spoken about this game hardly at all. You must have some good party stories from your football days. Hey, man, I don't know. Some very good party stories, bro. Big C, if you've listened to both, who released the best album, Drake or Kanye? The Nas album trumps both. Do you know what? Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't want to do them a disservice because I've only skipped through the Kanye album. I've listened to the Drake album more. So with just skipping through, I was not overly keen on the Kanye album. And honestly, with Drake, I like Drake, but I don't. How can I say? Drake to me is like a club rapper. He's a car rapper. Sometimes when I'm in the car with the missus or you're with someone, you throw Drake on. You're in the club, you make a hit. I don't really sit there and listen to Drake music that much. I've got to be honest. I consider myself like a purist of hip hop. So I will always prefer like Nas, you know, lyrically more deeper with their content. You know, I think Drake albums are like here today, gone tomorrow. I don't listen to many Drake albums from back in the day. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, listen, I don't want to make a difficult judgment on the Kanye album because, like I said, I skipped through it. I was listening to songs for 30 seconds, then going to the next one. But I usually, when I get an album, when I've got a little bit of time, I put the album on and listen to all of it. So I don't want to criticize Kanye's album yet because I honestly haven't listened to it. Broad said, not going to lie, whenever it's non-Arsenal content on CSTV, I just turn up for the vibes. I'm telling you, straight vibes, man. I definitely got to do something where it's non-football. Oh, Poland could be in. Lewandowski tries to lob him. Pickford takes it. I will definitely, I don't know, potentially set up another channel and do something else. Maybe because you know I love hip hop and things like that. I love to talk about other things as well. You know, we could do reaction to albums and stuff like that. It will all come in the future, all in good time, people. Have you seen or experienced corruption in football? I know it exists, but curious to hear. I was in a team with a player, and he got a phone call from somebody about doing a bet. And basically, what the bet was the ball has to go out for a throw-in 5 seconds. And I think the odds were something crazy like 9-1 or something. Now, obviously, you know, when you go in the middle, the two captains, you do heads or tails. If they win the heads or tails shout, they may choose kickoff. If they choose kickoff, you're probably not going to get the ball off them in 10 seconds. But if you get kickoff, all you do, you make it look like you're trying to play a long ball. You overhit it. You put it out for a throw-in. The ball will probably go out in 4 seconds by the time you kick it out for a throw-in. These guys obviously were putting big money on this, like 50, 60 grand at 9-1. You know, you're going to get nearly 10 times your money. But obviously the guy who got approached to do it, he didn't do it. But yeah, no, I did hear about that. I've heard a few stories of match fixing going off. Happens a lot in the lower leagues because there's less investigating. There's less eyes on those games. It's probably more rare in the Premier League than it is in the lower leagues. Straight brown envelope settings, man. If you're picking up $1,000 a week and a man saying, listen, man, if you kick that ball out for a throw in, I'll put 50 grand on it, win 450 grand, and we'll drop you 100 grand of it. Some of these guys will do it. That's 2 years' wages, you know. It happens. It does happen. Do a stream on how transfers work and the financials of football. Yeah, listen, I'll be happy to do all them things. It's very common in cricket, people are saying as well. SB said, Big C, what team did you start your football career? My first team where I signed a proper deal as an adult was Kidderminster Harriers. They're not even in the Football League anymore. And the manager was Jan Molby. For some of the older viewers, he was a bit of a Liverpool legend, the Scouse Scandinavian. He was a very big character as well in the dressing room. So yeah, started there. Carlisle United want to stay in the mid-table because they don't want to be promoted because they can't afford the upgrades. Again, it happens. I've heard that about teams before as well. Can't afford to get promoted because, you know, they have to upgrade their stadium and stuff. Did you see that clip of academics falling asleep listening to Drake's mixtape? No, I haven't seen that, you know. I have not seen that. Best diss track you've ever heard? For me, it's No Vaseline by Cube. There's a few. I like Efo, Nas. I think he's savage as Jay-Z on that. I like Window Shopper from 50. You know, even though it's not a great diss tune in terms of lyrics, he only really gives them the chorus. It's just so cheeky, man. I find that funny, man. I do like that one. Do you listen to UK drill? Hardly ever. Nah, not really, man. Like, it's not for me. It's too hype. It's I don't know. I'm a bit older now, man. That doesn't really appeal to me. Don't get me wrong. I hear some tunes. I'm like, yo, that's a banger, but I don't really listen to drill, man. Mobb Deep. Yeah, I love my New York hip hop. I got to be honest. I was Dipset, Mobb Deep, D Block, 50 Cent. You know, I loved all that New York sound. Nas. Yeah, that's pretty much where I was at. Drake is a formula rapper now. He doesn't make art anymore. Listen, he knows when he makes a record, it's going to be a hit. You know, it's going to be a hit. He's a hit maker. Yeah, abracadabra. Spin these coops. See something. Yeah, he's a beast. He's a beast. Talking hip-hop, man. My fave are Eazy-E, Cypress Hill, Warren G, and Nate. Capone and Nori and Mobb Deep. Yeah, you got a good selection there, man. Mobb Deep. I actually saw Mobb Deep live in concert in Nottingham years ago. It was at a 50 Cent concert. Oh, my days. Harry Kane was in. Sterling. They flopped that. That's Phillips. Could have got that to Kane. He would have been one-on-one. Yeah, I went to a 50 Cent concert years ago in Nottingham, and this is when Mobb Deep, towards the end of their time, obviously before Prodigy passed away, and when they were with G Unit, and he brought them out. The whole place went crazy, man. Shook Ones came on, and the place just went mad. They're both small as well. It was a great concert, to be fair. Hit 'em up, Tupac. Yeah, it's a savage diss track. Savage, you know. Rimsey is cold. Yeah, I like Rimsey, man. I've spoke to him a couple of times online, actually. I think Mavado lost. I think Vibes done him. Vibes lyrically better. I do like Mavado, though. He's a hit maker, but Cartel, man. You can imagine Curtis doing a two. Bro, I've done many a two-step. I'm more of a two-step man now, but when I was younger, it was more than a two-step. I was moving. Curtis Jackson or Snoop. Yeah, I got to be honest. I'm keeping it 100. Early 2000s, late, 50 was... That was my guy. Like, 50 was my rapper. Like, You know, Power of the Dollar, Get Rich or Die Trying, the movie. I had the G Unit sneakers, them Reeboks. I even had the spinning chain. I had some little silver spinning chain. I bought it from the market for about £12. So yeah, I was a big 50 fan, man. I love Snoop. Don't get me wrong. I love Snoop. Snoop's an OG. He's probably got, his catalog is huge, but I was a 50 fan. Like, I went to his concerts. I was a serious 50 fan. Many men, come on, man. Them songs there, the diss tracks, the mixtapes, G Unit Radio, DJ Wu Kid. It was epic. It was absolutely epic. The 50 wave them times was just ridiculous. Ghetto Quran. Oh my, listen, yo, don't get me started. That's what I'm saying. I need to make hip hop streams as well. I know every word to that song. So yeah, what a tune. 50 bars of pleasure, 50 bars of pain, so many. Candy Shop. See, when he started doing all that, I wasn't into 50 as much, I gotta be honest. He got a little bit, just trying to make commercial hits then. I wasn't as much into it. People saying the camera's going off slightly. Let me I don't know what's going off here. My son's playing on his Nintendo Switch. There's all sorts going off. Internet should be handling that calmly, man. I'm gonna have to get the wire and plug it in if it carries on. SAS, yeah, I remember them, man. They went with Dipset, didn't they, at one stage? McGoldrick said, man, I'd be up for hip-hop streams. You know Freddie Gibbs is? No, not really, I don't. I've heard the name, though. Camera's buffering. Oh, man, come on. What's going on here, people? Why is the internet playing up? Let me try and sort the connection out. Let me close some of these down. Stunt 101. Yo, don't. I'd teach you how to stunt. Yo, it was mad. The G Unit wave was crazy. I wasn't the biggest fan of G Unit overall, but 50 was immense. Popping them things everywhere we go through. Oh, no, people, is the camera playing up bad? Yeah, what's going on with the internet? I've ordered a wire because since I've been streaming with no wire, it seems a little more unstable. My wire broke. I need to get the wire to plug it into the router. So apologies if the camera's off a little bit. Big up John Lay. I hope you're well, bro. Back in the early 2000s, man, had silver chain, plaits, baggy jeans, Arsenal 03 home shirt, and the do-rag with the snapback. Bro, if you know about the do-rag with the snapback, nah, man, the camera quality is off, innit? I'm going to have to get that sorted. Yeah, it's gone from 4K to, I don't know what's going off real quick. Yeah, I need the Ethernet cable. Yeah, but John, the do-rag and the snapback was insane. It was absolute. If you wore them two, you was serious hip-hop. Man said you went from 4K to Digicel. I don't know what's going off with the internet, man. I'm gonna have to sort it out. You might have to restart the router. Yeah, I may have to come off, people, and come back on because I can't be giving you camera quality like that. People, give me 1 second. I'm gonna restart the internet. Bear with me, people. I can't let the camera quality look like that. Right, people, let me know if that looks better. Let me know if it looks any better, man, because I don't know what's going off. Let me know in the comments if it looks better. People saying dial-up. Nah, I remember them dial-up days, I remember. Let me know. Does it look any better or does it still look bad? Otherwise, I'll have to turn it off and reset it all completely. A little better. Oh, man. man, it should be all right now. But anyway, 5 minutes till half time. Way better shot. There we go. There we go. Should be all right now. Yeah, it's calm, decent. Yeah, man. This game has not been great, to be honest. 5 minutes till half time. Yeah, I'm good, man. I don't know what was going on there. The pixels was all over the place. I've ordered a new wire. It should be coming tomorrow, so I'll be plugging straight in. So it should be better. 240 to 4K real quick. Jeffrey said, big up Curtis. I haven't been on a live stream in a couple of days. Extremely busy with work and school. How is everything? I'm good, man. Can't complain. Hope you're all well, people. Still 0-0 here. 4 minutes. And this is why, I'll be honest with you. This is why I don't stream England games in qualifiers, because sometimes they're just boring. Man said 4K, can see the stubble now. Oh dear. Salman said, bro, book title, beautiful game in the mud, hot. Yeah, as I said, I am looking to bring out a book in terms of football eventually. The dirty side of the beautiful game. That's what it's going to be called. You got a good memory there, Salman, man. Then, like I said, it's going to be the Premier League ball. Half of it's going to have dirt on it. The other half will be clean. I've had this idea planned for a long time. I actually spoke to an author about it, and he said, "Listen, go for it." Well, I may even do an audio book and just speak it, because I think the stories will be effective. Ball whipped in for England, bouncing in the penalty area. Is that a corner? Corner to England, 3 minutes before half time. The picture quality is brighter than Arteta's future. Dear me. He's, I don't think he'll be there for much longer. Great title. Yeah, I've had that planned for a long time. It will definitely happen. Definitely happen. It should be the Arsenal badge with Mikel in the back on fire. I'm not sure they'd let me do that. Well, John and Carolyn, see, they took over as I was leaving. I've met them a couple of times. They were much better ownership than the ownership that we had, although they've unfortunately haven't been able to get promotion, and they've spent a lot of money. I was actually contacted about Mansfield about going on the radio and co-commentating some of their games, so I may even do that at some stage this season. Mohammed said, not going to lie, I put the England game to mute. Now listening to you talk is better. Listen, England during qualifying, forget it, mate. Forget it. It's a snore fest. I only did this because I thought Poland is a better opposition. It might be half decent, but it's not great. This is why we're talking about hip-hop and all kinds of other things. Amir said, Big C, remember the R9 goal v Netherlands in the World Cup, the run, the touch. What a game that was. Davids and them man were playing. But I think Bergkamp played in that game as well. But yeah, R9, man. What a striker. Abjeet said, mate, your voice perfect for audio book. Yeah, listen, we may do it. If Antonio comes in, would you buy the shirt? Listen, we're back. If Antonio comes in, we are back. I'm back in the ground every week. We may get the shirt. We could be back in full effect. It depends how they're moving. It depends. They have to back him. If they bring him in and don't back him, there's no point. Big up Mr. Pads. He said, who are your top 5 rap and top 5 R&B? Man, you're putting me on the back foot there, bro. R&B, I would really have to think. Good tackle, Maguire. Poland guy was moving shot. Hip-hop, I would have to put Tupac in there. Nas is one of my favorites. I would struggle to name a top 5, seriously. I was a massive 50 fan, but I went off 50 as he got a bit older. DMX was one of my favorites. Biggie as well. Like, I genuinely don't know if I could name 5. Love Mob Deep. It's difficult. You've done me there. I don't know if I've got 5. I'll probably have to name like a 10. And then R&B, yeah, Usher would be in there. I ain't going to put R. Kelly in there for obvious reasons. I could, you know what? I couldn't even tell you a top 5 R&B. Here come England. Luke Shaw to whip it in, whips it in. No one really in there. Grealish, edge of the box. Lays it off. and it's blocked. This is a scrappy game. I like Naz's album. I do like it. He very rarely makes a bad album, Naz, because he just talks that truth, don't he? One of the best rappers around for me. Jadakiss as well, you know. Lily said, "Hey, Curtis, didn't realize you were on. Sick of Ty running his mouth on Don Robbie. Here to stay. Big ups." Hey, big up Ty, man. He's pushed someone over here. Ty's a legend, though, man. Big him up. Oh, dear. Yo, Curtis, you heard about Rance having a trial at Arsenal but got injured 2 weeks before? Never heard it. What age group was he on trial? Was it when he was younger? I'm assuming it was when he was maybe a teenager or a kid. Put Saka in Dortmund, he'd be worth 100 mil. They just know how to make those young players. You know, they're a machine, Dortmund. Sign a young player, get them in the team, do well, sell them for an absolute fortune. They're one of the best teams around it. I met the Radfords once and they seem like nice people. You should take that commentary job, mate. You have to start somewhere. Now I'm looking to. Obviously, I won't go on every week because, you know, some of it will clash with Arsenal. I have to admit, at the moment, I can't do it because I don't know enough about their team at the moment. I don't watch them enough. They did say, you know, to come on the radio, you got to have, you know, pretty good knowledge of the team they've got. So I'm going to watch them for a little bit, figure out who their players are, and when I'm ready, we'll go up and do it. They're cool, man. They got helicopter and everything. They got dough, I tell you that much. 3-6 Mafia, I remember them back in the day. Highest goal tally in a single season, I think 37. Not in kids football, of course. Kids football days, man. There were days you're scoring 7 goals in one game, you know. I think 37. Although no. In fact, what am I thinking here? That was not in adult football either. I think about 20, 24, 25 in adult football. Halftime whistle goes, people. Snorefest, absolute snorefest this game. The ref is terrible. It just, oh man, absolute snorefest. They're all running over to the ref. Oh, it's kicking off. It's kicking off, people. What's going on here? They're all surrounding each other. Trippier's on the pitch. Maguire's going mad, mate. Listen, if Maguire headbutts anyone, you're out, mate. You're getting spot. That massive head of Maguire's, mate. Do you know what? This is the most entertaining part of the game. What is going off? What is kicking off? I see him, man, push him in the back and all sorts. Let's go. This is what I'm talking about. Let's do this. That Glick is it, the centre-back. I remember I used to pack him on FIFA. He's slow, plays for Monaco. This ref don't know what to do. Put that 50 on at half time. Do you know what? I did that a couple of times last year. Put bets on at half time. Who do you reckon, Leo Messi? You think England wins second half? I'm just looking at the odds. England are 6-5 to win. Oh, Poland are 7-2. Oh, that's tempting. It's not bad odds. I thought it might have been a bit better, but it's not bad. It's all kicking off, mate. It's all Glick classic. I remember. Who's he booking? He's giving yellow cards out. What's going on? Maguire and Glick. Come on, ref. Calm down, man. Sean LFC said, big up, Curtis. Missed the stream today due to work. Fairly new to your channel, but quickly my favorite account on YouTube. Keep it up. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Listen, it's all kicking off. They're all squaring up to each other and stuff. The referee has called Maguire and Glick over. And he's talking to him on the pitch. He's booked both of them. And then they'll go in for half time. That was probably the best action of the whole half. England make me sleepy. Arsenal make me laugh. That's a pretty good shout. Although I haven't laughed at Arsenal for a long time. I'm usually angry. But yeah, that was probably the exciting part of the half. So what does 7-2 mean? So if you put £2 on, you get £7 back if it wins. Do you know reggae artist Horace? No. My top 5 R&B: Babyface, Usher, Chris Brown, Mary J, Anthony Hamilton. I do like Anthony Hamilton as well. Usher. I listened to you, Curtis, to have a rest. Neville, hey. £9 back. Yeah, plus your £2 stake. There you go, Red Penny. What makes you more angry, FIFA or Arsenal? That's close. That is close. I think probably FIFA, because at least with Arsenal, I'm kind of used to them just letting us down now. Where when I actually go on FIFA, I expect something good to happen because I consider myself a decent FIFA player. So yeah, I think FIFA. I'm not gonna lie. Some of the PS4 pads have been thrown around before. So yeah, I'll probably say FIFA. FIFA, yeah, yo, like Brett said, man, FIFA rage is unmatched. I think FIFA could make the calmest, most laid back person around get angry because that game just makes no sense. FJ said you got a gaming channel. No, I haven't. I'm thinking about going on Twitch when FIFA 22 comes out and maybe doing something on there. We may do some gaming on there. Do you play with Arsenal on FIFA? Sometimes, not that. Let's be honest, man. You're going for the best team. So, Hamza, I play Foot Champs. There's nothing more stressful than that because you put hours and hours into building up your team. And you turn up and you just see some guy with legends, icons all over his team. And you think, how has he got that team? That team's worth about 10, 15 million. And you're there, probably can't even get £1 million player. So I don't know how they do it. Greece has changed Maguire. Yeah, he's come back there. He's on it now. He's on all the smoke. They probably call Maguire Frijolovski. FIFA could make the Dalai Lama rage, I'm telling you. Yo, Curtis, do a FIFA tourney with the community. That would be cool. Yeah, listen, when FIFA 22 comes out, if I do set up a Twitch channel, I would do it. Let's do it. You're probably trash at FIFA, Curtis. Let's do a tournament one time. Listen, I prefer not to speak. I'm on the Mourinho thing when it comes to FIFA. I will not talk myself up too much because there's nothing worse than talking yourself up and then playing someone that can beat you. The thing with FIFA, you can actually be a very, very good player and lose to somebody who's not very good. And that's why I don't like FIFA, because anything can happen. Like you said, Nathan, it's a pay-to-win game now. The people who just pile money into the packs will ultimately have the best team, unless you get lucky. My best Foot Champ finish is Elite 3. I've got to be honest, I've never finished higher than Elite 3. I'm probably a Gold 1 player, really. Probably Gold 1 finish when I play the game properly. Yeah, but I'm not like Elite 2 or Elite 1. And Elite 3 is not even like a regular occurrence. Some weeks even just Gold 2. So yeah. But yeah, Elite 3 solid, but I'm not going to lie. I'm not like every week Elite 3. There'll be weeks where I'll fall short and get Gold 1 or maybe even Gold 2. But yeah, pretty much about Gold 1 is about where I'm at. I'm on PlayStation, bro. I got to be honest. I'm a PlayStation man. I'm not overly keen on Xbox. The pad. I've always just preferred PlayStation. Sports Genius said NBA 2K is the worst with pay to win. Do you know what? My son's just got that game, NBA. Just started playing it. Is that pay to win as well? I didn't even know that. Do you watch Formula One? Nah, man, I don't. Do you know what? I watch it in terms of like, do you know what? I'm a lazy F1 fan, so I'll tune in when there's like 5 laps to go. You know what I mean? And just watch the last 5 laps and see who wins. But I can't remember the last time I've sat there and watched, a whole Formula One race. I just haven't got that. Yo, big up my boy Damo in the chat. Damo Dizzle, my boy from long time. Man said I've seen your team, bro. I do not play FIFA 21. So any team of mine that you've seen on FIFA 21, I do not play that game. I literally played FIFA 21 for 3 weeks and said, I don't like this game, and I left it. So if you could see my team, that is not a team that's had any kind of work. I've literally left it. FIFA 20 and FIFA 21 for me are the 2 worst FIFAs in years. They're awful. They're awful. This FIFA 21, I was winning games like 9-4. You know, there's just goals every time we attacked. I just, nah, man. But big up Damo, man. FJ said PlayStation has always been better. Yeah, I've always preferred a PlayStation, to be honest. What other games do you play? Do you know what? I don't game that much. I used to love Grand Theft Auto, but obviously they haven't brought a new one out for years. So I don't really play that. FIFA, I've given up on FIFA. I hope the next one is good. And Football Manager, just when I'm traveling on like the iPad, that is pretty much it, or on the laptop. I don't really play games that much, but I'm probably gonna set up a Twitch channel and get a PS5 if I can get older one. To be honest, if you're competitive on 2K, you end up paying 500 plus throughout the year. See, that's how they get you with games nowadays. They give you the game for cheap and then make you have to continue to pay, and it's addictive. I have to admit myself, man, probably FIFA 18, 17, 19, those ones there. Yo, that pack hype was real. You know, when you had that bit of extra dough, you were like, yo, jumbo rare pack or whatever they were called, man. You know what I'm saying? And when you get that player, you know, I remember one time I played, my son used to play squad battles on my account because I hated playing squad battles. And we got some like low reward. It had like a gold pack. And we got Cristiano Ronaldo in a pack. And then obviously on that FIFA, my FIFA was just amazing because I got him early in the game. He was worth a fortune. I kept him for a while. Eventually I sold him and I built my whole team from that. If you don't land someone big early on, unless you're putting money into those packs, it's pure stress. So, and that's my problem with FIFA, man. It's just a pay to win game. F1 is my sport. Lewis the GOAT. I hope he beats Max to the championship. He's way too arrogant. He needs to be humbled. He is a beast, Lewis Hamilton. But like I said, I'm a lazy F1 fan. I can't watch the whole race. Prolific said, hey, Curtis, I'm Lionel's brother. Just subscribe. First comment. You the future, like Edu said. Family. Hey, I appreciate that. Big up Lionel for sending you over. And listen... Yeah, Edu loves that word future, innit? Yeah, in the future, we're going to be great. But right now, I don't know what we are. EA is all about Ultimate Team. They have killed their own business. Do you know what's funny? A friend of mine, he spent £300 on packs on Xbox, right? And I don't know if he could, I don't know if he was in a position to spend £300. So he went mad. He kept opening packs. He spent £300. Didn't really pack anything that was worthwhile. So he's sitting there, he's fuming. I've spent £300, this, that, the other. So he gets in contact with Xbox. And I think he said that his son had logged onto his account and opened all of those packs. And he put in an appeal, wrote emails, this, that, the other. And they refunded him the money, which I couldn't believe they did that. And he was just laughing like, yeah, you know, spent £300, opened all them packs, got the money back. But yeah, FIFA is a stressful game, man. And them packs... Like you said, Ultimate Team is just a business now, man. Broad said Pro Evolution was so elite, it was called Pro in the ends. Plus, it only had the top leagues, no second division teams. Bruv, I used to walk around with my Master League team on my memory card. I remember the old PlayStation, most of the memory cards was grey. And I remember getting a red memory card, and I used to say, oh, this is red for danger. And the great thing about Master League, everybody could get a top team, and you all had a top team. It was just which players you preferred. And it came down to how good you were on the game. So that's why I used to love that. Where you can play FIFA for a whole year and you might not get a Ronaldinho. You might not get Cristiano Ronaldo. You might not get, you know, Messi, Neymar. And that's what I don't like about FIFA, where Pro Evo back in the day, you would get all the best players in your team. And it was just purely about who the better player was. But yeah, Pro was unbelievable, man. Adriano, 99 shot power, and Ronaldo with 99 pace. Obafemi Martins, 99 pace. Yo, they were the days. Remember, you could play Euro All-Stars against the World All-Stars, man. Them games were crazy. You don't need to pay to play FIFA. Just play friendlies. Why would you pay to play it, bro? You play on Ultimate Team and you understand why, man. Ultimate Team, again, is a very... Once you get into it, you want to have the best team, so you will end up paying. Bro, I got nobody in FIFA. Even the SBCs are a myth. They don't want people to have good teams, man. Bruv, the memory cards, yo, come on. It was unbelievable. Did you watch WWE? You know what? I gotta admit, I'm a little bit older. I watched wrestling when wrestling was WWF. Since wrestling turned to WWE, I ain't got a clue what's going on. I'm old school, people. I'm Ultimate Warrior. I'm Bret the Hitman Hart. I'm Hulk Hogan. I'm Triple H. You know, Shawn Michaels. That's Stone Cold. You know, this WWE. I don't know about all that. I don't really know. I know a few of the names like John Cena and that, but I didn't watch this WWE stuff. I gotta be honest. Real G's know about Championship Manager 0102. Yo, them games were elite. I remember I had LMA Manager, but Championship Manager was the best, man. Freddie Adu and all them young players. Most of them didn't go anywhere when they got older, but Red for Danger, man. When I pulled that memory card out and it was red, yo, you was in trouble. You was in trouble. I had serious ballers on it. PES 6 Adriano. Yo, man, come on. With the 99 shot power. Even man like Babangida. I remember back in the day on some of them, I actually used to play Roberto Carlos up front with Ronaldo because he was so quick. And then because his shot was so good, it was mad. It was crazy. Oh, WCW Sting. I think that used to be on the other channel, didn't it? Brett, you're taking me back there, man. I'm telling you, that was some serious Goldberg. Yeah, I remember him. Ultimate Warrior was one of my favorites ever. The man used to shake on the ropes. Like, the move was mad. You used to hit him, you'd think he was finished. Like, yeah, he's done. He'd grab the ropes and start shaking, and then just, wrestling was amazing back in the day. I don't know about all this WWE. I don't know what that is. I don't even know half the wrestlers in this. WCW Channel 5. Yo, man. The Rock is the best. Rock was good. He was never my favorite. People's Elbow was legit, but Abdi said, big up Curtis Chilled stream, bit off topic, but I'm currently in the process of doing my level 1 coaching badge, and it involved me coaching an under 12 team. Being a coach is stress, let alone the Prem. Yeah, I've done level 1 and level 2. I never wanted to coach, I got to be honest. Coaching is again, there's a lot of politics in coaching. You know people, you tend to get better jobs, where there's a lot of coaches who are very good, but they don't know people. And also, I mean, I don't know what part of the world you're in, Abdi, but if you're in England, the coaching badges are so expensive. Sometimes you're better off going elsewhere to get them done. ISS on PS1, had to take your finger off sprint to turn. Yo, them old school games, the sock. Who was that? Mick Foley. Was it him who had the sock on his hand? I remember Kane and The Undertaker and Stone Cold, Bret the Hitman Hart, all of them old school ones. Oh, bro. I remember when I got the N64. That Christmas, I had Diddy Kong Racing. I had GoldenEye. I think I had FIFA. I think FIFA was starting to take over then. N64 was legit. But the games were so expensive, man. Mankind, that was it. I think he had the mask on, didn't he? So, I mean, we could do a wrestling stream. This is why I'm going to need another channel, people. We're going to have to do other stuff. Hip-hop, all of that. Would you consider Saka similar to Fabregas? Not even close. And that's no disrespect to Saka. Fabregas is one of the best youngsters I've ever seen at Arsenal. This guy was in the first team at 16, bro. Like, nah. Saka's what, 19? Fab was bossing it already at 19, man. Fab's next level. Next level. Memory lane settings, man. I'm telling you, the good old days, man. The good old days. Everything was so simple them times, yeah? Covering it all. Wrestling stream. I'm telling you, throwback wrestling. Separate channels on the cards, man. I'm telling you. Separate channel is on the cards. Hip-hop, crypto, wressling, old school football boots, old school football kits. We can do it all, man. We may have to get the second channel soon. Because we can talk about a lot of other things. Cess was unbelievable. Unreal. FIFA 22 gameplay. I played it. I had that beta code, is it? And played it a little bit. Seems all right. Yeah, I played Crash Bandicoot a little bit. I did play it when I was younger. Right, the game's about to start, so we will go back to football. Half time's probably been the most enjoyable part. Football story time. Yeah, trust me, man. I got stories for days, people. So we can set up the channel eventually. Second half is about to start. Referee is about to blow his whistle. Can England win this game? I haven't put on no half-time bet because it's got a draw written all over it. But maybe a 1-0. Camp manager. Them games are unbelievable. Driver, I remember that game. Scarface, I remember I had that game. Remember there was the G Unit game as well. Yo, man, I had games for days, bro. Steve said Dudley boys were fire, bro. They even got the table. Is Pulisic the best American currently? Yeah, he's got to be really, Annie, when I think about it. Dest is good at Barcelona, but I think Pulisic is better. Getaway, that was a proper game as well. Hitman, was there? I'm sure I had a game called Hitman. Yeah, I think I had that. There were so many games, man. GTA San Andreas, because it was basically, built on the Crips and Bloods, and I was fascinated by that whole thing because I was a massive hip hop fan. I just loved that game. I used to play that game for hours. I remember you could go to the gym and everything on that game. I loved it. No, Nicholas, you're not blocked, bro. Apologies if I'm missing your chats. Nothing beats San Andreas. I loved it. I prefer Vice City. Vice City was good. It was set in like the 80s, wasn't it? But no, I love San Andreas, man. Here come England. Grealish in the penalty area. Crosses it in. Oh, just wide. He's appealing for a corner there. It looked like a cross, but just wide there. Max Payne, I remember that as well. I had loads of games, man. What made you a gooner? Probably Ian Wright, to be honest. Probably Wright was the original. I loved Anelka, Burkamp, Omri, but Wrighty was the initial player that really connected me, Roland said, I'm drinking rum and Red Bull. Hey, big up Roland, man. Chilling, yeah, on a Wednesday. Man's on the rum on a Wednesday. Bond 007. Yeah, GoldenEye, bro. I had it. The golden gun. That was mad. Vice City had all them cheat codes. I had cheat codes on San Andreas, man. When your wanted level was too high, it was like up, down, R1, R2. You had to just quickly press something. When you went to 5-star wanted or whatever it was, and the helicopter was at, you had to just throw a little code in quick to get your wanted level back down. They don't make games like they used to, man. I know I'm sounding like an old man here, but they just don't. Super Mario. Yeah, Mario was always a classic. Mario and Sonic, them games are always good. Sterling into the penalty area. Hey! Chops the defender. It's got to cross it. Got to pass it. You're going to lose it. See, once you do that skill and you go past him, the ball's got to go in. He held on to it for too long. Use the game, Genie. New cheat codes by. You had to remember them. You didn't have time to look at the. I remember I used to write them down on paper. I'm like up, down, left, right, R1, R2. You know what I mean? And then eventually you just managed to do it quick. Them games there, man. I think you can actually still download them games on like PS4 and play them on PS4. I don't know if the graphics improve at all. Alex the Kid, I never had that one, Metal Gear Solid, I had that. That was a good game. FIFA 06 was the best. Ronaldinho. Sean said right now, who's better, Mount Foden or Saka? Yeah, I think Foden is probably the most naturally gifted and talented. He probably hasn't even developed as much as he should have because Man City have got so much competition for places. But I'd probably say you're saying right now who's better. See, that's a different question to who's the more talented. Mount's good for Chelsea. I'll probably go Foden. I'll probably go for. See, I think Greenwood is elite. I gotta be honest. Greenwood for me, and maybe it's kind of a striker bias that I have being a striker. And I know Greenwood doesn't always play through the middle, but I think Greenwood's unreal. Honestly, I think he's one of the best finishers I've seen come out of England for years and years. The way he finishes left foot, right foot, mate, I hope he develops the way he could, because he's unbelievable in front of goal. Yeah, I seen a thing the other day. Pogba said that he's the best finisher that he's ever played with. Now, when you think this guy's played for France with Benzema, you know, got Cavani at Man United and players like that. Here's Grealish, ball out wide to Sterling, chops back. Look how sharp he is, man. No one's even in the box. No, I think Greenwood's an elite finisher, man. Proper natural goal scorer. Lily said Conte's passion changes things alone. Love a coach who celebrates a goal by jumping into the stand. Can you imagine at the Emirates, Antonio Conte, Arsenal score, and Conte's jumping up and down, pumping chest, going into the fans? It will lift the whole stadium. His demands are so high that you just know the level will lift. It's like being at school when you were a kid. You know, there was a certain teacher. Listen, I can't talk and get in trouble with this teacher because he's so strict. I'm getting detention. I can't get away with it. But you knew there was other teachers. I can talk. They'll tell me off, but they don't really mean it, and I can get away with it. Conte is that coach. Listen, I've got to just be quiet and work and concentrate. He's a proper manager. You know, I think he's an elite manager, but he's also got personality. I've seen a lot of players saying how you can really connect with Conte. As long as you do your work, he likes you to have fun and enjoy yourself, but work first. You know, that's the guy we need. That is the guy we need. When you can remember the cheat codes better than the school stuff, I'm telling you. The two things I could always remember was the cheat codes on games. And I don't know if you remember the old ringtones on mobile phones where you had to compose them. Do you remember that, people? The old school, like 3210s, 3310s, and you had to compose the ringtone. They're the things that I used to be able to remember them. But schoolwork, you know, only in the lessons that I really liked, you know. Big up DJ Ash, hope you're well, bro. Supply teacher setting, says Taz. You'll be throwing paper airplanes at the supply teacher. No one cared when the supply teacher came in. 3310s, man, I'm telling you, them phones there, proper phones. 3330, best phone I've ever owned. Playing snakes on the phone and, you know what I'm saying, polyphonic ringtones like Mark says. They were the days, man. I'm telling you. Second channel's on its way, man. It's coming. We need to have them. Maguire. Yeah, Maguire on the edge of the box trying to play a reverse pass. Gives it away. Here's Phillips, 30 yards out. Shoots. Oh, Chesney saves it. Big C, who's your favourite Jamaican football player of all time? I'm going to say I like Ricardo Gardner and Ricardo Fuller. They're two of my favourites. I'm not really including the players that have just come in, you know, like Bailey and Antonio. They've only really just come on the scene. I always liked Ricardo Fuller when he was at Stoke. Man used to play in diamond earrings. I don't know how he got away with it. I thought you had to take the earrings out, but I like Ricardo Fuller, and I like Gardner when he was at Bolton as well. But I always liked Fuller up front. He was a proper baller, man. And he did all right in the Prem, to be honest. Fuller was fire. He done his thing at Stoke, I'm telling you. He had a good little time there for a short while. He slapped up his captain. Them man there don't ramp, you know. Just call the next stream. Those were the days, I'm telling you. That'll be a good title for a show as well on that if we do a new channel. John said, Big C, man had the Motorola with the antenna. Remember that? Yo, man, some Del Boy thing, man. Man's pulling it up. You know what I'm saying? I remember I had a flip phone Motorola. I felt like a proper businessman them days. Pulled it out, flipped it open, bang. You know what I'm saying? I always liked Nokia phones, though, back in the day. Jay House said, big up to you, Curtis. Gotta go. No worries, man. Fuller was a gangster in a real life. That man, they don't play, man. Walter Boyd and them, man. Them man was serious. Now, Stern John played for Trinidad. He didn't play for Jamaica. Walter Boyd and Anandi Lowe. I remember them, man. They were serious. Fuller, man, like Fuller. Free kick to England. I don't know where this whole Luke Shaw is. He a set piece specialist. I mean, that's not a bad ball, to be fair. Flicked on. England look horrible in this game. They really do. Dion Burton, yeah, man. I know, yeah. Dion, he did bits as well. He did bits. What we got? Businessman settings. When you had the flip phone, it was serious, people. You look like a real businessman when you just flip the phone up. Remember Matrix, Nokia. Well, remember them ringtones like Kick and dun 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 dun. Yo, I'm telling you, if you know, people. Them old school ringtones, they were proper. I was on T-Mobile 1-to-1. You're old school if you was on them networks there 1-to-1. You know. What did we have? We used to have Orange 1-to-1. I think there was even like, I think there was a BT one. Oh, it was mad. We're proper going back to the old school here. Saka was at his best under Emery. Interesting. I mean, he brought him through, that's for certain. Hello, Moto. Oh, bro. That's old school, you know. See, I never really liked the Sony Ericssons, but they were good for music. You could just plug your headphones in. Sterling chops him again. I should have passed. Sterling got this left back on toast, but he just needs to get the shot off, man. Those Nokia flip phones are worth money now. I remember my mum had the gold limited edition one. Yo, you go online now, them phones are expensive. Them old school phones, man. Yo, you lot remember that ringtone, innit? That's why you're laughing. You know, people. Yeah, I feel real nostalgic right now. We're on a journey down memory lane. Pages, man. Yo, pages. That's real old school. Sammy said, loving the stream, bro. Yo, we're just going down memory lane. This game, nothing ain't going off in this game, to be honest. Sean said, what you feeling about Edu, Curtis? You calmed down since the interview stream. Yeah, man, we had to break it down, man. It took us 2 hours to break down that crazy interview. Yo, that was a whole different. If you was involved in that game and that time, you had some fun. That's all I'm saying, because BlackBerry days were just BB Messenger with the pin. Give me a pin. Here's Luke Shaw in the penalty area. Whips it in. It's blocked. It's a corner. That phone was elite. It's crazy that they just decided early on to just cash in. The phone was so legit. They just sold it to iPhone early on. It's like MySpace. Remember MySpace? They just literally sold it early doors. They were like, right, we got a good business here. We're selling it. We're not going to continue with it. And they did the same with BBM Messenger. It was sick. And next minute, they just sold it to iPhone. And it just disappeared. I don't know what happened. Alan said, Curtis, are any of my messages getting through? I've sent 7 messages and just 1 mention. Still love the show, but 6-hour difference is paid. Yeah, man. And no, apologies, bro. A lot of messages coming in. I try and read as many as I can. But appreciate you tuning in as always. Matt said, Curtis, my G, big ups from Toronto. Big up, bro, from the 6. Not a lot going off in this game. Seriously, man. Bro, that ping button, when you had to ping, I think your phone just vibrated quick. It was a serious phone, man. Oh, the game is Eric Dyer, mate. Serious. DV said this stream is actually better than the game. Bless up, Big C. I'm telling you, that's the only way we can get through it. This game is atrocious right now. It's like watching paint dry, mate. Maguire finds Kane. Pass the ball. Doesn't play it. See, England, they don't gamble. When the ball's there to play, they're looking for the safety. I like these vibes. Yeah, man, straight vibes. Early 2000s when we had to text MTV for ringtones. Yo, I weren't doing that, you know. They was expensive. Them ringtones there. BBM Gallem trade. Every man sitting down and trading pins. Eyes. We were a mess. Yo, gives your pin. Gives your pin. WhatsApp was sold for 17 billion. Jeez. See, once they hit that thing, and then it's crazy because I remember back in the day when we had the BBM with all the buttons and that. I always thought I would never want a touchscreen phone. I remember when iPhones were taking over and I thought, nah, how can you have a phone with no buttons on it? Like, touchscreen. I don't like that. And then now, you know, that's all everyone's got. No one ain't got them little buttons. Remember on BlackBerry, you had the little pad in the middle, or you had the little roller thing where you had to, you know, scroll up and down. You know, they were the days, man. The crazy frog tune, yo, you ain't gonna get me singing ring ding ding da 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 da. Yo, I remember that, you know. That tune used to bang. Everyone used to play that. Big up C Conte for England. Nah, man, I want Conte for Arsenal, man. England, you know, England should try and get Pep. Pep's saying he wants to manage an international team after this, so try and get Pep. Jano with BBM pin, I forget every girl pin. Yo, the pin thing was mad, you know. I said, oh my God, not the frog. It's mad what was going on, innit? Yeah, the curve was the starter pack. Then you know, if you were doing well, you upgrade to the, I think it was the bold. I had the bold after. I remember I had the curve at the start. Luke Shaw free kick crossed in. Maguire with a head. Oh, is that at the post? He's given, what's he given? He's given offside. He's given offside. The header hit the post, but one of the, I think it was Sterling, must have been in offside position. Keyboard phone settings, I'm telling you, man. Never thought I'd have a touchscreen phone. Bold and Edge, yeah, man. Bring them phones back out, man. Let's go back to BBM. Yeah, Sterling was offside, miles off. Mid-90s was madness. Early 2000s, late 90s. That's when the game was changing, man. You remember like when you was on dial-up internet, and when the phone rang, it cut you off the internet. You could only do one thing at once. It was either the phone or the internet. Dial-up internet. It was mad. Dun, 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 dun. That was the mad sound on dial-up internet. You had to connect to the internet. LimeWire. Man was downloading music, taking like 20 minutes to download one track. And then you'd make your little CD like, yo, I got my CD with all the latest tunes on it. Yo, them days there, man. People don't know the pain that we were suffering them days. You can just go on Spotify and listen to everything now. We was on LimeWire downloading, you know, one tune, taking ages. Musiala's a baller. England missed out on him. The sliding phones was something else. You had a sliding phone, you were living good, man. Something was going well. Segler said, Curtis, I would have preferred spending 50 million on Phillips and keep Saliba as a centre-back. Phillips is serious. I do like Phillips, but I think for 50 million, we could have got a better centre-mid than him. You can get Basuma for less than that. But I do like Phillips. 33-10, the first weapon, powerful enough to kill Chuck Norris. Ibrahim said, Curtis, I remember Ronaldo in the Champions League against Arsenal. Yeah, unfortunately, I do as well, causing carnage. Pittman said, them infrared days. Yo, infrared, you know. Them old people don't know the pain we were suffering just to try and connect. Matt said, Curtis, the next verse as you watching Fat Joe v. Ja Rule. I'm telling you now, I'm not that bothered about that. When I saw that, I thought, yo, you've just give us D-Block v Dipset, and now you're giving us Ja Rule, Fat Joe. That should have been 50 against Ja Rule. Then I would have been tuning in. Ja Rule against Fat Joe, that doesn't hype me up, man. I don't know if I'll be staying up till 3 in the morning to watch that. I'll probably catch the highlights the day after. Imagine streaming on dial-up, bro. We wouldn't even be able to run it. The phone would be ringing. Remember the house phones? Remember you used to get free calls after 6 o'clock? I'm sure it was like Diamond Cable. After 6 o'clock, you get free calls. You're like, yo, I'll ring you after 6, man. After 6 and on weekends, I'm sure you used to get free phone calls. Ringing on the house phone. Mum, can I ring my brethren, man? I need the phone. Mum's on the phone to a friend for hours. Like, yo, it was long. Same, Hamza. Man said his mum was on the phone all the time. Didn't care at all. Internet was all over the place. 3210. BB Storm. LimeWire. AOL. Yeah. Ash Jeeves, man. Remember when Ash Jeeves was the search engine? LimeWire. You lot know, people. You lot know. LimeWire giving your computer mad viruses. Yo, your computer was a myth. Napster. I think that was even older, wasn't it, than LimeWire. Them things will mash up your computer, but you didn't care. As soon as you could burn off that CD with 20 good tracks on it, man, I didn't care what happened to the computer. Which channel will you watch the Arsenal game? We'll find a way. We'll find a way. Don't worry. I don't want to say too much, but we'll find a way. You know, that dial-up sound man was legend. Dun, 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 dun. If you know, people. Dial-up internet, man. It sounded mad. When you connected, you was over the moon, man. You was you had to, even to get on one page, it might take you like a minute to go on the next page. It was long. Tamagotchis, don't get you lot are taking me way off topic. Oh, Poland on the attack, shoots wide. Tamagotchis, fam, yo. I used to forget to feed it and everything. It was all mad. You know me, people. I turn up a few minutes late sometimes for streams. So some days, man, I was forgetting to even feed it. I mean, the thing was starving. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the Tamagotchis were mad. I think they re-released them at one stage as well, but they didn't really take off the second time, man. Nah. Yo, man's moving mad. Trying to get on the internet when everyone's gone to bed, freaking out. They might hear the noise of dial-up. Yeah, that noise was loud as well. That noise was proper loud. BT selling it. Calling back home in the phone shops with the booth that had the landline phone inside. Yo, remember phone boxes, fam? Man used to go to the phone box and put 20p's in. When's the last time you actually used a phone box? Think about that. I used to use phone boxes when I was a kid. Like, man, I can't remember the last time. I can't remember the last time I saw a phone box. It's like I don't even see the phone box. It's all mad. Pagers, man saying pogs. Yo, we're going old school here. Man, remember pogs. Pogs and marbles and football stickers. All them things were going off when I was in school. Yeah, North London's still red, man. It's fading, though. The red is fading, that's for certain. Ash Jeeves, now we just ask Alexa. Yo, you know them ones? Alexa will tell us everything. I saw a guy using the phone box the other day. Felt weird. Honestly, I feel like I don't even see him. Commodore 64. Amstrad was a blue thing with a tape deck at the end. Yo. What did Taib say? Apologies. Commodore 64, those annoying joysticks. Want that like the one joystick with just the red button at the top? Man used to play like Centipede, Millipede, and Tetris and them games there. Proper old school. Spectrum. I ain't used a phone box for time. Bro, honestly, I can't remember. When's the last time you used a phone box? Conkers. Yo, Conkers in the autumn was crazy. That was a crazy game, man. Conkers, Those were days, man. Yeah, I watched The Wire. Not all of it, but quite a lot of it. Remembering all your mates' numbers in your head and getting them to call back or reverse charge. Saying your name and hanging up so they call back. Drop calling. Remember we used to drop call? You didn't have much credit. You just ring them once and hang up. Hope that they ring you back. They don't know the pain that we've been through, people in our generation. When you used to hear 1 minute remaining, you're like, no, man, I'm mid-convo. I got 60 seconds left and I'm done. Credit used to run out quick as well. The pain, people, they don't know. Sega Saturn, Sega Mega Drive. Them dusty games when you had to, your game was full of dust. Couldn't even play it. You see, remember when you wanted a night with a girl, you'd go Blockbusters and rent a movie? Bruv, do you know how many fines I've had to pay at Blockbuster? You'd rent it out for like 2-3 days. Next minute, I've had it for 3 weeks, forgot to take it back. Man's trying to fine me. I'm saying, yo, just leave it, man. In the end, they knew who I was. They was expensive nights, man. All this Netflix and chill, that's cheap. When you had to go Blockbuster and buy popcorn and that, that was an expensive night. I'm telling you. They don't know, man. They don't know. They made all public payphones free in Australia. Fair play. I rate that, man. I rate that. Yeah, no one uses them. They probably cost more than they are to have up, It's probably cheaper to knock them down. Blockbuster and Broke, them ones. Blockbuster and broke, mate. Not Netflix and chill. Man was skint after a Blockbuster weekend. 10p a text. Had to like a go. Do you know what I mean? You had to weigh up your options, man. Yo, 10p for a text. I can't spend that much. You know what I'm saying? Yo, not no unlimited text business. Got to buy more minutes. It was painful. Buenos Aires Guna said, big up, bro. Busy with my cattle, but just want to stop by and say hello and hit the like. Bless up, bro, as always. Got a few blockbuster movies still, I'm telling you, man. Expensive Youth. Betamax before VHS. Boy, that might even be a bit before me. Gazzetta Football Italia. James Richardson, Saturday morning with the ice cream and the newspaper. I'm telling you, I might have to bring that back. I swear down. I might have to just bring that back. Oh, Lewandowski shoots straight at Pickford. Pickford saves it. 20 minutes ago, it's been an absolute snorefest. Big up to all of you who are tuned in, because if you tuned in for the watch-along, the game has been dreadful. And we're just reminiscing, man. We're going down memory lane, people. Here come England with Grealish. I don't even think England have made a sub yet. They've played horrific in this game. Grealish again. They've hardly had a shot. It's been a boring game. Payphone should connect to Big C for Arsenal therapy. Hey, wouldn't mind. PS1, what's the best game? Pro Evo, I think, was on there. GTA, they were my games. I remember I used to like Gran Turismo as well. Remember that game? That was a good car game, man. Love my mini disc. Yo, man, when you had music, when you had your little... Originally, it was the cassette player. Then I had the CD player. Then I probably got the MP3 player, you know. Things got a little better. Kane with the shot! Oh! Harry Kane! What a finish! 1-0 to England. Finally something to talk about. Bang! What a goal by Harold. Brilliant goal. 25, 30 yards out. Bang! I don't know if he got a deflection. Chesney beaten in goal. And Harry Kane scores. That is a great finish. Man said you just got caned. He's 25 yards out. Shoots. Oh, Chesney there, man. He should do better. He's trying to look to the side of the defender. He kind of hits it straight down the middle, but the ball's moving away. Chesney does not move his feet, and it goes into the bottom corner. That is a fantastic finish. Harry Kane, clean strike. The ball's moving. Chesney does not move his feet well. And Kane scores. Captain Kane, 1-0 to England. Finally, we get some action. England lead 1-0. Big up to you, bro, in the comments. Swaz Kid. Kane, man. Man said Harold the Tank Engine. 5 goals in 5 matches for Harry Kane, man. He's performing. He's performing. I said, Golazo. Channel 4 Serie A settings, man. It was legit. I was an AC Milan fan, to be fair. It pained me because I was always an AC Milan fan in Italy. And then R9 goes to Inter Milan. And I'm like, no. Now I'm like kind of liking Inter Milan because, you know, they had Ronaldo. And then obviously Adriano and Obafemi Martins and Recoba. They had a lot of ballers. But I always used to like AC Milan with George Weah and that. But yeah, Italian football was unbelievable, man. Tottenham striker against a former Arsenal goalkeeper, Chesney. I never really thought Chesney was that good at Arsenal, man. Rob said, love these memory lane streams. Big up, Big C. Yeah, why not, man? Why not? The game has been nothing really to talk about, you know. Inter were too wavy, yeah, man. R9 and that Juve were match fixing. It was a shame that. It was a shame because, you know, but they've come back bigger and stronger, Juve. Grealish has been getting fouled so much in this game. Wojciech of Arsenal, not of Juve, yeah. I don't know how good he is at Juve, to be honest. I never thought Chesney was all that, to be honest. Who is worse, Arteta or Southgate? I think Arteta's worse. At least Southgate creates good vibes, you know, and I feel like the team get on playing for him. Arteta, the players don't look happy. I know Arteta won an FA Cup, but I'll probably say Southgate slightly better. Kane's on the floor injured. Is it a bad one? Oh, he lands awkwardly. I don't know if it was the way he landed or the kick. I think it's the kick. I don't know what he does. He like hits his foot while it's in the air, and the Poland player's down as well. Maybe Kane kicked the back of his knee or the back of his leg. Seedorf at Milan was a baller. What a player. Clarence Seedorf, man. Who'd believe Juve would rebuild like that? They got relegated and came back and won like 8 titles in a row. Always loved that Milan kit. Yeah, the thick stripes, man. Red and black. Shevchenko, George Weah, Boban, Rui Costa, Gattuso, Maldini. They had so many players. Dida in goal. They had a great team, man. If Kane gets injured, it would be so like him. He does get injured a lot, Harry Kane. That's the problem. He's got them weak ankles, man. Them Jack Wilshere ankles. Germany is moving mad for me. Under Flick, they are favourites for the World Cup. I still think they're lacking in a few areas, Germany. I wouldn't make them favourites. They have got some good players. But I still think the French and teams like that are better than Germany, if I'm being honest. Nick said, I love the AC Milan team of Baresi, Rijkaard, Hullet and Van Basten. They were serious teams. You know, them Dutch generals in there as well, you know. Christian Vieri, serious player. Left foot beast. Nesta, yeah. Cankles. Kaka, what a player he was. How can I forget him? Umpa Lumpa said it was Gaza that made the Italian football on a Sunday. He was a baller for... Oh, Poland were nearly in. He was a baller for England and probably one of the best goals I've ever seen at Wembley. I cried that day. Yo, that was scenes. Man said, Umpa Lumpa said he was in tears, but when Gaza flicks that ball over Colin Hendry's head and just volleys it in, it's just one of them iconic moments. It's probably one of the most iconic goals in England history. Gabriel Batistuta at Fiorentina, his shot was like a sledgehammer. You know, honestly, the power in that guy's right foot was just ridiculous. I remember him scoring against Arsenal at Wembley. David Seaman, roof of the net. Cole Carney, that is old school, man. Pirlo as well, Donadoni. Bragging to your mates that your disc man had anti-skip protection. Yo, them little things there, you know. Oh, Sterling got fouled there. They've been very physical, Poland. Sterling and Grealish have been fouled a lot. Fabregas goal v AC Milan, I remember that, about 30 yards out, bottom corner. Gorav has to bring up the 6-0. I'd rather not think about that one. I remember Van Persie hat-trick at Stamford Bridge. I prefer that one. I think even Andre Santos scored in that game. Roberto Baggio, he was a baller. Here's Grealish. They're doubling up on him every time he gets the ball. Costa Curta, I remember him as well. Very good player. Davids. I'm sure you've heard my Davids story many times. Maicon, he was a beast. Everyone rated Maicon until Gareth Bale just destroyed him. And everyone was like, nah, I can't look at him the same now. He's just been ruined by Bale. With some old school, just knock it round you and run. Del Piero, Francesco Totti, they were the Italian Donnies for me. And Roberto Baggio. I used to love them. They were serious ballers in Italy, man. George Weah. Del Piero in the Adidas Predators, man, with the thick stripes. Adriano. You can already see Pep rubbing off on Grealish. He's doing everything in fewer touches. Because that's what Pep wants, innit? He wants him to move the ball quicker. You know, he don't want you to just dribble. Rakoba was a joke. What a player. Totti, Francesco Totti. Free kick to England. Good tackle by Phillips. Won the ball back. And they just clatter Kane. They've been very physical, Poland, in this game. So many tackles. Adriano could have been up there with the all-time best, but unfortunately he went through some hard times. Yeah, Drew, man, he was unbelievable player. One of the best left foots that I've seen, Adriano. It was like a rocket. S. Wade said, Kane does all this mindless stat padding when it doesn't matter. All to have no trophies at the end of it. Harsh. But a lot of his biggest games, he hasn't turned up, and that's the truth. Champions League final, did nothing. Got pocketed by Van Dijk. FA Cup semi-final, did nothing. Chris Smalling pocketed him when he was at United. Carabao Cup final, Laporte wrapped him. Didn't do anything. Euros final, didn't do anything. They're the 4 biggest games of his career, and he hasn't turned up for any of them. And that, for me, it puts a downer on Harry Kane as a player. The biggest players turn up on the biggest of occasions. That's when your team needs you the most. That's what separates a good player from a great player. And that's, for me, what holds Harry Kane back. Roland said, did I rate Kaka? Kaka was an immense player. Unbelievable player. David Platt. I saw him. I think he was a Nottingham Forest manager at one stage, David Platt. I think I saw him in Nottingham before. The Boosie movie. When's it out, broads? Zanetti, yeah, he was a baller as well. Proper defender. How do you feel when Spurs made it to the final of Champions League? I was in pain. I turned into a Liverpool fan that night. And when Liverpool got a penalty after 60 seconds, I was like, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, let's make sure they don't win this trophy. So, yeah, it worked out in the end. LeBron or Michael Jordan? Listen, for me, Michael Jordan is probably the GOAT of basketball, but I didn't see enough of him. So, oh, Pickford nearly. Oh, he got away with it. Kicks it against their player. The ball nearly went over it. MJ is the GOAT, but LeBron is one of my favorites. You know what? I actually, when I watched the Michael Jordan documentary, that made me look at him even more like, wow, what a guy. So I would say MJ is the GOAT, but I'm a massive LeBron fan because I saw LeBron in my adult years and I was a bigger basketball fan in them times. So I'm a bigger fan of LeBron, but MJ is MJ. Do you know what I'm saying? He's top dog, really. But I love LeBron. I've always loved LeBron. Remember the Champions League final, Liverpool-Milan? Yeah, I remember watching that game. Unbelievable. 3-0 down at half-time, game over. Bron is a bit of a stat padder. He's a madman. I just like it. I like his personality and that. Of course, he's not more naturally gifted than Michael Jordan. It's not even a debate. But I just like LeBron because I've been more of a basketball fan in LeBron's time of playing. Kobe as well. Kobe's an absolute baller as well. Rest in peace. He was unbelievable. No doubt MJ is the GOAT. He would destroy LeBron 1v1. Yeah, Scottie Pippen, man. Pippen, Rodman, and MJ, man. That was the serious team. Tracy McGrady, Allen Iverson, Carmelo. I loved Carmelo at New York Knicks. I don't know why. I love the city of New York. So I always had a thing with, the New York Knicks, Madison Square Garden, Patrick Ewing, sweaty forehead. He's Jamaican as well, but the Knicks have been poor for a long time. But I did like Carmelo, Carmelo was, I did like him. Allen Iverson as well is one of my favorites, man. Cane Rose, big diamond earrings, Ball over the top. Why is Pickford cold? He gets away with it. Does well. Curtis, I'm a Chelsea fan, but peep the Werner miss now. It's shocking. Open goal. I'm going to watch it after. I'm not even surprised. I feel like Jordan is a bigger name to CR7. Thoughts? See, if MJ's time period was now, he'd probably be even bigger because of social media. But don't they say Ronaldo is the most followed person in the world on social media? So it's a difficult one. It is a difficult one. But obviously, MJ because of the brand. That's a tricky one. That remember the drawstring bags, fam? Oh, them NBA ones. Bro, I remember we used to have the coats from Foot Locker with the team on the back. They're showing a little Polish kid crying right now on the screen. It's sad, man. It's sad. Don't do it to him. Yeah, MJ was huge, man. He's bigger than it's bigger than what he just was as an athlete. MJ, that number 23, the brand as well, the clothes, the trainers, it's different. It's bigger. Those NBA starter jackets, yeah, they were amazing. I think I had, who did I have? Did I have a Lakers one? I think I might have had a Lakers one. I remember my friend he had a Hornets one, something like that. MJ transcended basketball. He was almost godlike. Yeah, he was huge. Give that Polish kid some money like they did with that girl. Yeah, they give you about 20 grand. Where is that guy, in fact? There was a kid crying. I think it was one of the German fans, and the kid was crying. So a guy sets up a GoFundMe and raises like 25 grand. And then in the end, he says, I haven't even been able to contact their family. So that guy probably just kept that 25 grand and kept it moving. Still have my Bulls starter jacket. Wow, they'll probably be worth peas now on eBay. You know, them kind of things there. They're worth money, man. Them starter jackets. GoFundMe page settings, people. Yo, I had the Hornets jacket. Yo, I'm sure it was it blue, the Hornets one? I think it might have been blue, innit? Noel says, big up Curtis. Do you think City not getting Kane will mean they will get someone better for 125 mil? I think Man City have potentially cost themselves the title. I'm not sure they can win the title with Gabriel Jesus. I just don't know if... I like Jesus. He's a good player, but he gets bullied a lot in the Prem. I just don't think he can win them the title. Now, I know a lot of the time City don't even play with a striker. I just don't think they'll win the title with no striker. I think they should have broke the bank and got Kane. Why spend 100 million on Grealish, who they didn't really need, when you've got Sterling and Mahrez and Bernardo Silva and Torres? And you could have got Kane for 150, which is a position they desperately need. So, yeah, I don't understand why City did that. I really don't. I've got Torres is very good. He has got good movement. Daniel said, I've got a Lakers jersey with Johnson on the back, about 20 years old. Wow, that is old school. I've got a few jerseys, to be fair. I think I've got a few teams. I've got a New York Knicks one with Carmelo on the back. I've got a couple. I got a Miami Heat one with LeBron on the back and a Lakers one with LeBron. Kind of followed LeBron all around, but I like the Knicks as well. But supporting the Knicks and Arsenal is that's just pure pain, man. I'm telling you. The classic black Nike Air Jordan, still legendary. Big up David with a super chat. Appreciate it, bro. Magic Johnson, yeah, another one. Monster. Great player. I think I used to have actually I had an All-Stars jersey. I think I had Shaquille O'Neal on the back of it. I wish I could. Yeah, I need to look for these things now. They end up selling for a lot of money now. I used to wear them like 2 or 3 sizes too big as well. Like they were massive. Shaq was unreal, a bully. Yeah, he was a beast, man. LeBron at Cavs. I don't know did I have the Cavs jersey? I remember when I was in Dominica and it was the playoffs. And I always preferred LeBron to Steph Curry. So yeah, I was getting behind the Cavs in them. Oh, Luke Shaw whips it in. They're appealing for handball. England, a penalty doesn't get given. But yeah, Orlando Magic Shaw jersey. Just couldn't make a free throw. Yeah, that wasn't his game. Reebok pumps. I had some Reebok pumps when I was younger. Man just used to press the pump. Apparently, if you pressed it enough times, it blew up. But Yaya or Kolo Touré? As an Arsenal fan, I'm going to say Kolo, but Yaya was the better player out of the two. Oh, Lewandowski tries to bend it in. It goes over. I would say Yaya Touré is one of the best centre mids in Premier League history. I think he's that good. At his best, I would say he was unplayable. Like 6'4", built like a machine, quick. He could just run through the middle of your midfield. And he had so much technique as well. Yaya at his best was absolutely unbelievable. Steph Curry was mad. Yeah, his skills on the ball were ridiculous. Steph Curry. Ronaldinho is like the Michael Jordan of football. He transcended and changed the way we view football the same way MJ did for basketball. The two GOATs in their respective fields. Definitely game changers, them guys. John says, big up Big C. I used to like the street style players in NBA. I always rated Iverson. I always liked Allen Iverson, man. Always. Just like the style and the way he played. Machine said, Yaya Touré is the most underrated player of all time. He is absolutely unbelievable. Yeah. He was incredible. Just used to run through midfield. You couldn't stop him. Yaya's goal v Sunderland. He was a joke. Left foot, right foot as well. Drogba or Etu? I gotta go for Etu, man. You know, I love Drogba. I really love Drogba because I don't know why it was. He was a bully, Drogba. But most of the time he was bullying Arsenal. I think Etu, wasn't Etu one of the first players to win back-to-back trebles, and the treble actually included the Champions League. He won the treble at Barca, went to Inter and won the treble the year after. Poland appealing for handball, trying to get a penalty. Ref says no. I'd say Etu was better than Drogba, but I did love Drogba's style. Yeah, I did. How's your son doing? Have you bought him that Man City kit yet? Nah, man. He's sticking by Arsenal at the moment. He's waiting for the good times, man. So we're fair play to Cruz, you know. He's waiting. El Neni or Xhaka, man, are saying. I don't know. I don't know which one's worse. Xhaka's let us down more. I would say El Neni's a worse player, but doesn't make as many mistakes as Xhaka. It's a difficult one. They're both bad. They're both bad. Let's just put it that way. Oh, he skipped him here into the penalty area. Come Poland, whipped in. Cleared, comes to the edge of the box, shoots, blocked. We're in injury time, 4 minutes added on, minutes gone. Lewandowski whips it in, header 1-1. They've equalised in time added on. England, man, what are you doing? Late equaliser for Poland. They've been knocking on the door the whole game. What a poor time to concede. England, you've got to see the game out, man. Equaliser. I don't know who scored it, but it's poor defending. 3 minutes to go and you concede. You cannot do that. It's been a physical game. They have kicked these England players all over the pitch. This is why they won't win a national tournament, man. You win in the game, you've got to see the game out. You cannot concede with 3 minutes to go. It won't affect them in terms of qualifying, but you got to win the game. I predicted 1-1. Ball out wide. You got to get out there. Phillips, you got to block the cross. He's at the back post. Great ball in, Lewandowski. He's got the run on Luke Shaw. Bullies Luke Shaw in the air, heads it into the corner. Someone's got to go and attack that. Nah, it's gone over their head. It's not a lot they can do, but it's poor. It's poor. Mikel Southgate settings, yeah, 100%. Bro, I ain't stressing. I'm an Arsenal fan, bro. I ain't got time to stress over England games. We got enough going off. Euro finals all over again, I'm telling you. Mikel Southgate. Malusi said, Yaya Toure was a complete midfielder, had vision, could shoot, dribble, run through teams with the ball. Phenomenal player. Drogba was such a big game player, but so was Eto'o. I loved Eto'o's movement. Barca had Eto'o, who was so fast, and Henry was even faster at one point. Man ripped his shirt. Did he rip his shirt? I won't even watch him, bro. I won't even watch him. I was changing the score. We've got a minute to go. England have blown it. Draw won't, it's not going to stop them from qualifying, but still, would have been nice for them to win. England bottlers. Sure, on holding Chambers settings, getting beat at the back post. The only thing I can say in Luke Shaw's defense, the guy looked taller than him. Holding and Chambers lose headers to Sterling and Gundogan and Ferran Torres. England are back, people. Listen, Fantasy League, right? Sean, I'm telling you, I'm in a relegation battle, but this week I'm going to really concentrate. I'm even going to look at who's playing who, where the goals are going to come from. I'm on the way back. Fantasy League, I'm having a stinker at the moment, people. Big up John. He said, first football, you own mine, 96, 97 Mitre ball. Yeah, mine was probably a Mitre, although Mitres were quite expensive when I was a kid. Maybe I had a cheaper one before that. But yeah, I remember having a Mitre ball when they was the official Premier League balls. Khalid said, sub to Farley TV, best of good evening. Yeah, I've had him on. Do you know what? I need to get him back on. I've had him on twice, but he's definitely due. And there's the full-time whistle, people. England have drawn 1-1 with Poland. Poland are delighted with that. They're celebrating like they've won. People, is that right? No, I seen people saying that in the comments. Southgate hasn't made a substitute in the game. That is absolutely shocking. That is serious, like, poor management. Look at the bench. Who's he got on the bench? I mean, Bellingham, Lingard, Saka. Bench don't look too strong, to be honest, but you could have brought on a Saka and a Bellingham, surely. Shocking management. David said, great channel, Arsenal fan from East Midlands as well. Big up, David. Appreciate your support, bro. No subs for Southgate. Big 6 show in 20 minutes, 100%. I'll be tuned in, people. Get a quick bit of dinner, and I'll be on that at 10 o'clock. Make sure you go and check that out. Go and spam the chat. Tell Turkish we've come from here, man. But yeah, that was a poor game. That was a snore fest. So yeah, people, listen, appreciate you tuning in, and I'm out of here. I'm gonna have some dinner. I'm gonna watch the Big 6 show, and I'm gonna chill. Make sure you go and watch that. Make sure you get voting. Curtis Shaw TV Football Content Awards, link in the description. Let's win a trophy. Like the video on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll be back at 2 p.m. tomorrow for your usual Arsenal update. Appreciate your support as always. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bless.